Good morning. I was doing some decluttering last night and I was actually throwing away some of the nostalgia, some of these sentimental items. For example, um, graduation. I had a graduation program, but I also had another program from like events that were happening that week. Then I had different certificates that I had gotten in elementary school, so I didn't throw away everything. I just threw away, like one of the programs from graduation week. I got rid of one of the certificates. And I had gotten rid of a picture that I had been saving for a while from another part of my life. And, those kinds of things, they really make you stop and pause. And, according to these folks that I watch, it's okay to keep this kind of stuff, like one woman that I really like, she has converted a lot of things to like a digital file and she saves them. But when I go to declutter, I do think of her a lot. Her name is Connie Wright, something like that. And I've posted something on her this past week. And I'm really glad that I think about her because she has a life right now where she's able to, she doesn't have a home in the States. She's just traveling around the world, basically. I'm not saying that's necessarily something that I need to do, but I like the idea of not being bound by all of these things, so it does inspire me. And I realize that as I shed these things, and again, I'm not saying that we have to get rid of them all, but I realize that as I do get rid of them, it does kind of free me up, right? And there's a parallel between something that's happening in my life right now, in terms of clients. I actually have a lot of shift going on because some people have been moving away because they can work remotely or whatever, right? So their pets have gone with them. And, I'm sure they're happy where they are, and that's great, and I'm happy for them, but it leaves me with more availability. Other pets, they've died, unfortunately. Some of my clients, not at my hand, thank goodness, but they've gone because they were older and they had health issues. Other pets, for whatever reason, people working from home, so I don't get to see the pets as much. So I realize right now something is happening, right? And I can get nervous about that, just like letting go of these items to say, well, but that's my certificate from the 8th grade. And that's really, that's part of me. But it's letting go of these things, we just have to really embrace the right now. That's the challenge for me, is just embracing this is who I am right now. Also looking back at things from old jobs, right? And it reminds me when I had quit a certain job, I would still contact the editor and say, oh, what might be a good story for that publication? Because I was used to that every day. So here I was no longer working there, and I was still suggesting, I was giving story ideas. We just get so used to our life being a certain way, and then we just have to kind of, at least I have to just sort of say, you know what? Those things are part of who I am, but I embrace the now, and I'm excited about this change and what's happening. And I think that's, it's a challenge. Like I had to give up recently this Bon Jovi t-shirt, I had so many holes in this t-shirt. I hadn't worn it in a long time, but it was, really 90% holes. And I just had to give it up. That doesn't mean that I never experienced those times and that concert and all those years of fun and going to concerts and all of that, but It's time to really, for me, embrace the now, look forward to today and the opportunities that today presents. Now, this hat, I'm not sure what to do about this hat, but I guess it's representative of what I'm talking about. And it's throughout our lives, we wear different hats. And, may we try something new and embrace what life has in store for us. And have a lovely day.